medawase na mabo mabaso.
Okay.
Nsem-Pii TV mosomo ye mafamu de boa media space no ene nsem a ebinum ante eche na mo de call YouTube ni ade a personally me follow mu pa to de be kura na voices ni bia patete senkrofo aka mahwa me hu no beba Nsem-Pii TV na e wo honom
Nsem-Pii TV nie
Abusuafo mene wo kasa yi de aye butubutu Supreme Court and saying 3 MPs, 3 NPP MPs assume government our Supreme Court. Now the minority chief whip Frank Anadompre, Honorable Nana Asafu Ajay Aye and Habib Idrisu. Oma file a case our Supreme Court against the government over unlawful leases. Omode ama Damai mining gold fields. Ebe kaya sa company no leases wuye. Ayes and komo stop here adwuma so. The government John Dramani Mahama buying assign extended one contract. But this is the problem. Problem is say anytime government ebe ma company be a contract to mine in the country no. Say a parliament, not parliament ratifications. But this time round, Mahama ama leases to the companies so munye adwuma and so and call parliament. And until 3 NPP MPs and Bomudin, Chief Whip Frank Anadompre, Nana Asafu Ajay, and Habib Idrisu, Omatam case in the Akopia Supreme Court. Now, Yonko Tie mu abra lawyer Bafo Awa. Oye Tafo Manchia South MP, or a lawyer of the 3 MPs. Edunkom.
268 of the Constitution, agreement and our concession, Biara, Efa, Ghana, Yegudi won seminal. It was set by Parliament for ratification. Then so, we share an annual agreement. Abayini Damai, Equestrian Daman mines, you want a map Parliament, and until court. Supreme Court in declared say a unconstitutional 80 hour. This is a man who say for na yede ade na ma wo mono omo ye adwuma e wa asase no so a omo puga na agudie abraham ma parliament for the necessary constitutionally mandated ratification.
Okay, enti for omo enim anase obi a onte ase a wotie no what we've known in the public domain is say agreement between the government of Ghana and a foreign company. It was a parliament ratify. Does that same principle apply? Say about mining lease.
Mining there be 268, Article 268. It's different from 185, which borders on international transactions. Distinct.
Okay.
268. I said that Ghana good year say agreement fabono I was say about parliament. So for ratification.
Yes.
We know MI and untina the Akodan court.
Enti the specific reliefs are musiki and I say musiki from court no for the court to do what omo
it's say mad decline court no enfan to just say agreement no it's a for ratification into unconstitutional. And that also mean court ain't share a bino na or share concession or where the amount will be able to be a juma or so. On show on restrain your because there's a constitutional breach.
Oh, okay. Okay, I think we would wait and see the parliament the court na ebeka. But also na memo wakono honorable on electoral commission the enenso. I've heard arguments say the only forum ebetimi decided say is inquire rerun a court of competent jurisdiction. There are those who have also argued say the court initially is say omunko na omunko nye recollation or mun declare results no. In the until say EC betimi awie o madwuma ahohoro mun say free hono. The jurisdiction of the court cannot be invoked. Et was saying me pacho.
Me pacho madam medaso. Me pacho question back peda me bishao. Is there a court decision on Ablekumanov?
That decision was for recollation and declaration.
Good. And you and I know that when a court decision has not been set aside, you can't do otherwise unless the parties by an agreement agree to compromise the court's decision.
Sure.
Two of us.
Sure, that's true.
Is there an agreement between the parties to compromise the court's decision? There is none. From the narrative so far.
Yeah, the parties disagreed. Because now Bako said yenye rerun in 3, Bako said yenye rerun in 37. The parties nankasa disagreed.
That's right. In this reality there, the issue no koye rerunner na any obe, it will be acting contrary to the court's decision, which in and of itself is also not lawful. So what I say.
But is it your way say a kasa monkoye recollation na mun declare in the process of recollation say be a who say no there is an issue we be here say as part of recollation no ye be say to abani bi o ha na ye de aka ho akan asan ye declare. You say the EC cannot do that?
They say court ne say koye recollation me pacho esi NC NT the o cannot be me pacho a bit presumptuous. So what I say.
Okay.
The court to the cafe enkoye no yenkoye NT the o cannot sebi assumptions. Now what you say mremu should be you make assumptions is a examination room.
Yes.
So what I say.
Yes.
Into the wadaroma me feel say yisi for no the said ne fata emrane kan no omonkoye so na yenhwe na ankoye te sebi tumi akodi NDC for 17 no afede ompeso muhurugura yisi for no na de omumumu pe ana yisi for no ebe ya ama omo de mesre yisi for no say ewiase sebi se wo so afrem and also Bible mudin say so by ye eye ewo meremu emra kwan so a sabi anu anaye eye better say obeye sa na nipa beka say ye you free office it say you stood for principles than say obe compromise just to please the person nipa no ye say no kra sabi woni mitrim obeye wie no asa pamo it stand for principles. The court to see a recollation, anything short of it, unless the parties mean why your man is okay, instead of the recollation, you perceive election, you acquire the forefront. And we have agreement between the parties.
Yeah.
But the rules here, and now I can say, who could please the party Bakubi? It's a who please now, or China, extra say who please you, a better agent say. Party back on so now please no into no ye adwuma enyi so I say ojudi a enyi it be say you for sabi yenye de fata ye fa mo ye democracy no by.
Anyway, Matese EC may do a press conference today to explain the rationale behind the decision for a rerun. And then we can have a conversation later. Why?
Many pages have a conversation. But you see, as a mobile press conference, I'll be about to pay and I'm a person making Ghana for James. Ghana for actually, if you say, is there a court decision on Ablekumanov? Court are making decision on Ablekumanov, the court are making decision on Ablekumanov. Yeah, na court no ekanye. Ade ECD na tujano. Start there no. Eye the court no share omo so omo nya no omo koye. Say net the court no share omo se omo koye a. Eye parties ni nyina na agye atum so omo koye na. Senya parties ni jina na adia to so omo nkoya omo tumi nye bibi different from the court on share wo bono. Say na me pese Ghana for easy for press conference omo be no omo share no fit ta na mbra metie.
Very well, very well. Lawyer, enti said Makano, BBN will come back to you. Why?
Me that's me na say bunsu ya misha.
So me that say lawyer Bafo Ewa a MP for Menchia North and also a private legal practitioner. Obi, please, the court order on the 4th of January was not for recollation. It was for the EC to complete the collation of the outstanding 62 polling stations for Ablekuma North and declare a winner. Okay, I get you. And also, which has not been done yet. Idi Muhayideen, Esquire, Medase, I think your point is the right representation of the fact as the court declared. It is a court maker said, Omunko complete collation, not to go and recollate. The Omunye Omunko complete. Now for Omunfa declaration, no Emra. Kweku, enti fa wanu si MI na fa
Parliament for I say because of an MP4 around omoko lobby for this or that, and you know, almost at sitting 2 o'clock. So that in the morning, members of parliament can go and do what they have to do.
From 10 o'clock in the forenoon
to 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Is it 2 o'clock in the afternoon?
In fact, the attendance has even gotten worse.
About
2 o'clock. That's about 2 sitting. Sometimes, in fact, at the last count, sometimes 29, 30, 40
for the whole
parliament. Say, let's say if there's a decision to be taken.
Almost 2 p.m. sittings, not from the Bay.
From 3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago.
This week is the 4th week, in fact. This is the 4th week.
And the rationale for that decision, they say MPs don't lobby for.
MPs can go out there and do other things that ordinarily keep them from coming in the morning, no? Because of the attendance issues among for a reason.
And we know minority, majority leadership.
They all agree because this was an announcement. The both leaders a news conference normally at the start of parliament they announced say this is an agreement they've had with speaker on this. In fact, speaker himself, he has been pushing for this for some time. In previous meetings he has always been raising it and said the leaders disagreed with him, but appeared this time they all agreed, and so it was raised on the floor and then it was announced and it became formal.
And so clearly solve a problem.
It hasn't solved the problem because every now and then there are still issues with quorum.
Anopano kwere wrong na so nwie ya se oma e dey bebo tu no onwie ya oma
ase awiane anopa school no awia de na
enye papa because nko for but me put my worry ne say for such a serious issue, why would parliament consideration be say we can defer sitting in the interest of members or more personal private
projects? Well, the explanation is it is also part of their members of parliament say they have to lobby for say projects to their constituencies. They can go to ministries, departments and agencies.
Me cry de na minim se ne beba mi say ebia committee sittings se wom. Eti efra no pa no ebia committees ni bi be kwa sit because e toda sitting e koso wo house no na house no ma ye empty ubi say se committees ni bi sit. Eti senka no pa na ebia omo wo committee sittings na nka chu ya she sitting as ya ba say omo nko lobby for projects ni we die what table say what question about constituency bibia what the beto ho no mo ne aka ne the minister kraba ne ebisa no ba wo ko no office ho no mo akobisa no wono no
say wo pe projects bibia eno no ye meka no no floor eno the office to office
one on one na ne nipa kro ma parliament ho no muni ministers in the parliament
ministers
obi we entumi achieve hwe obi unim MPs na nkasa no tutu na time ma house ho kwaku neti ha ibisa no se do say yes o mo pass bill bi na do consideration stage here be third reading na house o empty ye wo MPs bi o mo de o adwuma ne say o mo na tena ho pass bills eti o peniema e betumi encourage o mo say o mo mra we can never solve that problem.
But say maybe you are kind, no? Majority leader and so can say one of the reasons in so can be a committee for the man pa. Okay. Everyone say appointment committee recently they were sitting on the judges, they were doing work in the morning. A couple of committees too have sat, but as part of the explanation we'll give you know, it's also to give MPs the opportunities.
Because I was thinking, Kweku say Unsa na 4 slots biaka for deputy ministerial positions. And now Bebrina Nim said those 4 may come from Parliament. And at that time, there a lot of massive lobbying air koso. CC on the board appointment and so air by 1-1. Still a lobbying air koso. I will not see any reason why when the government is fully formed, still I remember leeway and say a man for and call lobby or more lobby there. They go projects there no should not supersede the job of lawmaking. In Parliament.
Because you call mandate no yes, see how
additional pressure mo kofa so no how am campaign mo constituency mo
common fund am say mo be GBD aye niam nketenkete.
Then there's additional pressure number, but it should not take preeminence over a Juma was in Parliament. See as a 4 slot President affiliate
unfairly officially because let's announce him by Parliament.
Let's announce Parliament.
In fact, it was minority for Rezi yesterday. Yes, my majority leaders Penny said, "Mampini, nasa otro krata the back Parliament." It will be referred to the appointment committee to work on it. As of now, officially,
it is the award pop. And some say, it don't make sure me who Felix page. Masha Felix page, I mean, who? And it's a blogger, see, baby, I story. I'm a man for you, menu.
Kebeba and Free Parliament. Let's go speaker ho. Now announce here, and there's a reporters in the diaba. It's me who knows social media on me. Can say, I send so dear be or where chess free man, but not tonight. When
who story now and the call Felix page. A question because mostly no Felix or the better page. Even before Senate and do Parliament, no, now a one page. Me question na me say where is the story coming from? And na man for so bonko for abaso. Say na Dr. Grace Ayensu din ka ho. Your friend is saying Asen North MP no. Jachikwesi din ka ho. Jomoro MP.
And na one northern MP.
Suparu so din. Ama man for bon abaso.
O ma je fans we.
And I say hey, oba fans we na beba na udin ka ho.
Na wa ujijiji.
But obi ansa na kwaku be kono kwaku. In Parliament leadership protection or more security protection or more no meaning say majority leader that protection minority leader will be and then the other leaders ni nyina so will be unim
and the normal police officer they ma NPP no
all of them have one police officer each but for the leadership it's a bit elevated they have sometimes multiple police officers sometimes they have